Welcome to Safeguard Wisdom, your go-to channel for home safety tips. Today we're uncovering the secrets to banishing a common household adversary, the cockroach. We'll navigate through their world to equip you with the tools for a roach-free home. Let's dive in. First things first, what brings these unwanted guests into our homes? Let's delve into the allure our homes hold for these resilient pests. Cockroaches, like us, are drawn to three basic necessities of life: food, water, and shelter. And quite conveniently, our homes are often teeming with all three. Let's start with food. A feast for a cockroach doesn't necessarily mean a five-course meal. Crumbs left on the counter, spills on the kitchen floor, or even residue in unwashed dishes are more than enough to draw them in. Unsealed food containers are particularly inviting. They're like a neon sign flashing all-you-can-eat buffet for these pests. Next up, water. Cockroaches can survive for weeks without food, but only a few days without water. Hence, sources of moisture are incredibly attractive to them. Leaky pipes, damp areas, or even a small pool of water left in the sink overnight can quench their thirst and provide an enticing reason to stick around. Lastly, shelter. Cockroaches prefer to live in close quarters. They are thigmotropic, meaning they love the feeling of something solid touching their bodies. Hence, they're drawn to cracks, crevices, and clutter. That pile of old newspapers in the basement, or the seldom disturbed stack of boxes in the attic? Perfect hideouts for these tiny invaders. So it's clear that our homes can inadvertently become a paradise for these pests. But don't despair. Awareness is the first step towards action. Knowing what attracts cockroaches gives us the upper hand in preventing an infestation. But what if they're already here? Well, that's a story for the next scene. Now, let's talk about their behavior. For starters, cockroaches are night owls, preferring to come out and explore when the sun goes down. That's right, these pests are nocturnal, which is why you might not see them during the day, even if you have an infestation. Their speed is another thing to note. These critters are some of the fastest insects around, darting off at the first sign of light or movement. Their speed, coupled with their ability to squeeze into the tiniest of cracks, makes them expert hiders. If you've ever tried to squash one, you know exactly what we mean. Feeding time for roaches is a smorgasbord of, well, pretty much anything. While they're attracted to human food, they're not picky eaters. They'll happily munch on everything from book bindings and glue to soap and hair. Yes, their dietary habits are as unpleasant as they are. Perhaps the most alarming aspect of cockroach behavior is their reproduction rate. Some species of roaches are capable of producing up to thousands of offspring in a single year. This rapid multiplication, combined with their elusive behavior and broad diet, makes them a formidable pest to control. So, it's not just about seeing them, it's about knowing their habits and behavior. With this knowledge, we can better understand how to prevent and control these unwelcome house guests. Up next, we'll discuss the health risks posed by these critters, so stay tuned. But why should you be concerned, you might ask? Well, let's dive into the serious health risks posed by these seemingly harmless house intruders. Cockroaches are notorious carriers of bacteria, allergens, and pathogens. They scuttle through sewers, garbage, and other unhygienic areas, picking up these harmful agents on their bodies. When they invade your home, they can contaminate your food and surfaces, spreading diseases such as Salmonella and E. coli. And it doesn't stop there. Cockroaches are also known to trigger allergic reactions and asthma attacks in some people. The allergens they carry are found in their droppings, urine, and the skin they shed. Inhaling particles of these can exacerbate respiratory issues, especially in children and the elderly. So it's clear that these are not just pests, but health hazards as well. It's essential to take action against these unwelcome guests for your health and the well-being of your household. Now, let's move on to the important part: getting rid of them. It's time to evict these unwelcome guests from your home, and we've got a 5-step plan to help you do just that. Step 1, seal the entrance. Think of cockroaches as uninvited guests who always find a way to sneak in through the back door. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to close off all those secret entrances. Look for cracks, gaps, and crevices in your walls, floors, and even your kitchen cabinets. A bit of caulk or sealant can work wonders here, effectively blocking off the cockroach highway. Next up, cleanliness is key. Cockroaches are like those house guests who will happily finish off your leftovers. Don't give them the opportunity. Make sure to wipe down your counters, sweep your floors, and take out the trash regularly. And remember, even a tiny breadcrumb can be a feast for a roach, so be thorough. Moving on to step 3, fix those leaks. Remember, cockroaches love damp places. A leaky faucet or pipe is like a water park for roaches, so don't let your home be their playground. Get those leaks fixed, and you'll be cutting off their water supply. Now, step 4. It's time to set up the traps. There are plenty of cockroach baits and traps available on the market. These work by attracting roaches with a food source, and then either trapping them or killing them with a slow-acting insecticide. Place these traps in areas where you've seen roaches or where you suspect they might be hiding. Finally, step 5, when all else fails, call in the professionals. If you've tried everything and the roaches are still partying in your home, it's time to bring in the big guns. Professional pest control services have the tools and the expertise to handle larger infestations and can provide a thorough solution to your roach problem. With these measures, you're well equipped to tackle any roach problem. Remember, it's not just about getting rid of the roaches you see, it's about creating an environment where they don't want to be. So, stay vigilant, keep up with your cleaning routines, and don't let your guard down. And remember, you're not alone in this battle. We're here to help. So, if you have any questions or if there's a specific topic you'd like us to cover in future videos, don't hesitate to let us know in the comments below. With these measures, you're well equipped to tackle any roach problem. Let's shift gears slightly and explore some natural remedies that you can use to repel cockroaches. These are simple, often overlooked solutions that can make your home less inviting to these unwelcome pests. First up, we have bay leaves. Surprisingly, cockroaches are not fans of the smell of bay leaves, so you can use this to your advantage. Simply place bay leaves in areas where you've seen roaches or where you suspect they might be hiding. Remember to replace these leaves regularly to keep the scent fresh and potent. Next, consider using catnip. Catnip contains a natural repellent called nepetalactone. To make a repellent spray, simply steep some catnip in boiling water like you're making tea. Once it's cooled, you can spray this catnip tea in roach-prone areas. But remember, if you have cats, they might be more interested in your roach repellent than the roaches themselves. Cucumber peels also make a great roach deterrent. Similar to bay leaves, cockroaches dislike the smell of cucumber. You can place these peels in places where you've seen roaches. Make sure to replace them regularly to maintain their effectiveness. Lemon peels are also effective. The strong citrus scent is a natural cockroach repellent. Place these peels near entry points or in areas where you've seen roaches. Remember to refresh these peels regularly to keep the scent strong. Lastly, an ammonia solution can work wonders. A mixture of ammonia and water can repel cockroaches. Spray this solution in roach-prone areas. Be sure to have proper ventilation when using this solution as the smell can be quite strong. These are some basic measures to start your roach-free journey. By using a combination of these natural remedies, you can create an environment that cockroaches find less appealing, making them less likely to call your home their own. Remember, consistency is key. Keep up with these measures and you'll be well on your way to a roach-free home. And that wraps it up, a thorough walkthrough on how to eradicate cockroaches from your living area. By taking action with these steps, you can snatch your home back from these bothersome pests. If this video guided you in any way, we'd appreciate a thumbs up. Feel free to spread the word and share this video with anyone who could find the information useful. Let's unite in our quest to cultivate homes that are safer, healthier, and devoid of roaches. Until our next guide, maintain your safety and keep those roaches at bay.